Okay, great. It ran a yellow light. I like that. There's Mr. Beast, and I would be Mr. Least. Well, I'd like to see more people get off their tails and go walk a little bit. Okay, Tesla, don't let me down.
Oh.
Nope, we're going to the...
Okay.
I'm shocked at how well this does.
Hello and welcome to another Out of Spec Bits video. My name is Scott, and today I have a really fun video planned for you guys. So for the last couple of weeks, we've had 3 Teslas at the track. We've had it in for testing. We used one for our Eastern Edge race. You can check that out on the Out of Spec Motoring channel. But we've had a Model X, a Standard 3, and a Standard Model Y, which is what I'm currently in. And all 3 of those cars are on FSD 14. I thought, yeah, I could give you guys my FSD review, but that might be a little bit boring since I have the luxury of testing, systems like this all of the time. And I wanted to make it a little bit more exciting. So I thought, why not have my dad review FSD? I'll introduce you guys to him in just a minute, but my dad is the most analog, manual person you could possibly meet. He is just a good old Southern boy, and I know for sure he's never been in a Tesla and he's never experienced FSD. So I thought, who better to give a review than my dad? So we're going to pick him up at the office, and we're in the middle of his work day. We're gonna drive around downtown Raleigh and get his raw reaction. I don't think he ever thought that there would be self-driving cars in his lifetime. So I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of, oh my goodness, in there. But come along with me and my dad as we talk about FSD 14. Well, guys, I am here with my dad, Sanford. Welcome to the channel.
How are y'all doing?
So he's lovingly known as the Ferd in our family, so that's how we're going to refer to you.
Okay. How about just Ferd?
Okay, Ferd. So I've just arrived at your office, and I threw you in the driver's seat. Have you ever been in a Tesla before?
I've ridden with a friend one time.
Okay, but you've never done any type of self-driving or lane keep or anything like that?
I've never done anything with an EV. Okay.
So for a little bit of background on your career, you are an attorney and you specialize in...
Well, I'm a lawyer. I've been practicing for over 45 years, and I do civil disputes, whether it's insurance, business disputes, injuries, that type thing.
Okay. So when I was a kid, Dad was very cautious about anything that I did. So how do you feel about a car driving itself?
I don't feel very good about it.
He told me earlier, he said, I'm scared to death. So I'm going to teach you kind of how to use the system. It's very simple. And then we're going to give it a go. To start, you're just going to click this Start Self-Driving button.
Do I push the pedals?
Nope.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh my God. I can already tell it drives better than you do.
So the viewers do know that I was a pretty bad driver back in the day. What was it like teaching me to drive?
Well, you didn't listen or learn very much. And there was a period of time you were a cop magnet. I don't understand why.
I don't either. So we're going out onto a pretty big main road here, and it's having a hard time trying to figure it out because there's somebody crossing the road right here, but it sees that person.
Good thing.
And we're good. So there are different modes. We're currently in hurry, but I know you prefer to be a little bit of a safer, law-abiding citizen. So we can do standard, but well, there are...
Let's not do Mad Max.
Okay, so there's sloth, which is like very, very slow. Chill, standard, hurry, and Mad Max.
All right, well, we'll do standard.
So...
I am an elderly person, though, so...
You're not an elderly person.
Well, I just turned 70 a few months ago.
I know, that was big. So Did you ever think that there would be self-driving cars in your lifetime?
Well, I did watch the Jetsons when I was little, so yes.
Do you like see how many Teslas in particular are on the road?
They're everywhere.
They're absolutely everywhere. I'm actually going to look up the price of this Model Y standard. I should have done that earlier. Price. Okay, so this car is like basically like a base level Tesla, so it doesn't have like the leather seats, but it still has heating. You can still subscribe to FSD, which is huge. What price range do you think this car is in?
50 to 60,000.
What if I told you that this car starts at $39,900?
Is that with or without the incentive that Donald Trump took away?
That is without.
Okay.
It's pretty good. So, after taxes and everything with like destination and order fees, it comes out to around $41,600. So that's pretty good.
Well, it is.
What do you think so far?
Well, we haven't hit anybody or anything, so I'm liking this, but I'm keeping my eyes on the road, and they're straining to make sure that we do this right.
So there is a system. It will tell you if you're not paying attention like me. I tend to like look out the window or, just really not pay attention.
Is there I can text in Spotify while I'm driving setting on this?
You can do a little bit of that. You can do a little bit of Spotify, and like you can kind of look at your phone, but there's a camera right here.
Okay.
And that can tell if there's a device in your phone, in your hand.
Oh, so I got a vaccine recently, so they put a chip in my body, and now Elon Musk is going to watch me do everything. Is that what you're saying?
No. Maybe.
Well, he'd get pretty bored.
Why? Because you're a law-abiding citizen?
There's not much that's left, I've had a full life. I've gotten it out of my system.
So how do you feel like it's handling like the traffic and people going around? Do you feel like nervous when it pulled out there?
No, I did not feel nervous because it was very thoughtful and prudent about pulling away from the stop sign.
And so something that I think is cool about Tesla and their full self-driving system, which is the only available to consumers point-to-point, hands-off, eyes-on system available here in the US at all. They only use cameras. So no radar and no LiDAR. There are a suite of several cameras around and throughout the car that recognize, okay, there's a car there, there's a car there. Oh, the stoplight's green. Oh, there could be a pedestrian over here. And they've taken in years and years of data from other, from drivers and things to develop this system, which I think is pretty cool.
Well, if they've tested it around here at nighttime, they better watch out for deer.
Yep. It does recognize animals, and I've had it, like I've come up and there's been like something in the middle of the road and it'll slow down and go around it.
Wow.
Now, the behavior in a parking lot can be a little funny. So I'm curious to see how it handles this post office, because this is a weird intersection and a busy parking lot.
This is a very busy post office here near Christmas time. It's especially busy.
Yes. Okay.
Well, it went the correct way on the one way, unlike your first driver's test, where you went the wrong way on a one way, Scott.
Okay, wait. You have to tell the viewers what happened. So I did not.
Yeah, she did not pass the test because she wasn't paying attention to the one way sign.
So there was like, the building was here, the car was parked here.
You can't rationalize doing that. I'm sorry. Now, can I go in and drop these letters off?
Yes, it just got you from point to point.
It's amazing.
It's pretty amazing, right?
Yes.
Okay, go drop your letters off, and I want to take it to downtown Raleigh. So where do you think we should go? I really want to be in like a traffic-y situation.
Okay, why don't we go... Why don't we go to El Rodeo?
Oh, excellent. Okay. So I want you to type in L. Is it on Wake Forest Road?
Yes, it is.
All right, select that. Okay, perfect.
I'm going to put this thing through the paces because that's one of the roads that they didn't widen. They just painted extra lanes, so there's a ton of traffic on there.
Excellent. Okay, and we're like right around lunchtime. This is perfect.
And there's a couple of big intersections, so we can hit several people on the way down there.
Okay, go ahead and click Start Self-Driving.
Okay, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on this.
You should.
I hope there's good safety features on here.
It's very, very safe. I will say, because I used full self-driving or some type of self-driving many, many years ago in the first Tesla I had ever ridden in. And it was like a drunk toddler. Like it couldn't, like pulling into a parking spot here, that's a new feature with FSD 14. It's just amazing. And, you know, I think about, like, yeah, for you and me, it's cool. But you and I are blessed because we are able-bodied. We are sound of mind for the most part.
One of us.
It's me. I'm the one that's sound of mind. I'm totally calm all the time. And, you know, we're lucky. This is just a luxury and it makes our day-to-day a little bit easier. But think about people like Nana if she didn't have Aunt Nancy to drive her from place to place. She could, in theory, right? Not that she would, because she's pretty stuck in her ways, but she could put in an address. And
that was impressive. Somebody else came across into our lane and it just stopped.
Uh-huh. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So I had another example. I was talking to a guy at the Rivian event last week.
And I can fix my hair while we're doing this.
You can doll yourself up. I have allegedly put on makeup while I've been riding down the road with this. But a friend of mine used the example. He's got a daughter who has severe disabilities. Mm-hmm. She'll never be able to drive, and, you know, she'll always need assistance. And he ended up getting a Tesla because he's like, you know, eventually it'll get to the point where she can sit in the driver's seat and, you know, we'll get to a point where there's hands off, eyes off autonomy. And that will, you know, he said, oh, I can send her to my parents' house, or I can send her to work, or whatever. Okay, so like this Tesla just went and it saw it and we're good.
And our Tesla's so happy it's going to try and catch up to its friend.
No, not in standard mode. So how much do you think FSD costs? It is not included in a car.
$2,500.
Okay. So this is the part that was jarring for me. It is $8,000. But
oh, Elizabeth, this is a big one.
You can also pay monthly, $99 a month.
Oh, I bet the interest rate's great on that.
But like, which option would you pick?
Well, if I was going to buy one, and I'm not.
I know.
Because I love my pickup truck.
Yes.
I would get the go ahead and pay it instead of having a monthly charge.
And pay it forever. That's fair.
But I'm shocked at how well this does.
And how smooth it is.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is a great time of day. Thanks for being game. I literally just called Dad in the middle of work.
And I don't know if the people can see what we're going through.
They can.
Well, this is it's going to get more busy before it gets less busy.
Yeah, so tell the viewers a little bit about you, other than you're my dad and you're a lawyer. Where are you from?
Well, I've lived a small life. I've lived around Raleigh, North Carolina and Chapel Hill my whole life. I've traveled some, but this is a great place to live. Mm-hmm. It's about 2.5 to 3.5 hours to the beach, no matter which beach you want to go to, and about 3 hours to the mountains, and it's just a nice place to live, and I enjoy my life. I'm very lucky. Mm-hmm. And I'm about to retire, so I'm going to get to go fishing more.
He's been saying he's going to retire for 5 years.
I'm going to hike more. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play more golf, and I'm just going to enjoy my life. There you go.
Now,
and drive my 6-year-old paid-for pickup truck, which has all-wheel drive, that I drive on the beach when I let the air down and go surf fishing.
Yep. That's my dad's big thing. He absolutely loves to surf fish, and I am not here to convert anybody to driving an EV, and I think if I ever saw you purchase an EV, something would have happened in the world. I don't know what, but I would have been pretty mind blown.
Well, I've got a couple of friends who bought them.
Uh-huh. And what do they think?
Well, they've got to like it because they made the decision. They'd never admit they made a mistake. But no, they do like it. And I would be open to a hybrid, I think. But mm-hmm. I wouldn't feel comfortable only having electric power if I go to remote places like I tend to go sometimes.
Okay, like the beach, because you'll go to the beach for a week.
That's the National Seashore, and I'm out there, and you've got to take a boat over with 3 vehicles, and it's 25 miles long, and there's no gas station, there's no convenience store, there's certainly no electricity.
Do you need a permit to go there?
Yes, you do. It's part of the National Park Service.
I feel like I should run a test and I should take my car there for a week and see.
Well,
not to prove you wrong.
No, I would be very interested how your car would do when it got stuck in the soft sand.
Well, my car has a Raleigh mode. It has a sand mode. It's made specifically for those conditions, but I feel like maybe I should get a permit and go do that.
The park closes on December 31st, and nobody can go over there till mid to late March.
Okay.
That's just the way that it's run.
That's how they protect it?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, I'm keeping my eyes right on the center lane because this road the lane's getting narrower, and I don't want...
Well, so that's what I was going to ask you about. So you're born in Raleigh. You've lived here, the majority of your life, minus some college years. So how has the road system changed, the traffic systems? Because you used an example of a road that was not widened, but they added a whole entire lane.
They just painted lines.
Yeah.
The area has grown. When I went to college, since then, the Raleigh-Durham metro area has probably grown 7 times larger. Mm-hmm. And there's construction all the time. I don't go anywhere more than 5 miles that I don't run into a road project.
Okay.
And we got all these people from other states who come in and don't know how to drive very well, and they have wrecks every day.
Well, Dad, some people who've lived here have wrecks all the time. Don't forget how I was when I got my license.
Well, that's why I had a friend who had a body shop.
Okay, so this is where they've just added a lane, right?
Yep, but
okay.
They didn't move the curbs.
No, they did not. Wow. Even since I lived here, Raleigh's changed so much. I love it. You're doing great.
Well, that's because I've kept my hands and feet off. And my eyes peeled.
I knew this was going to be great.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah. People are going to love you. You're so funny.
What am I going to remind them of their senile relatives?
No. I think the majority of our viewers are already EV enthusiasts or they're interested in EVs.
Yep.
And I've brought a perspective personally because like I just want a car to work. And I want to have the ability to do anything, go anywhere. In an emergency, I want to be able to pull my horse trailer, you know, like I just want stuff to work. So that's been a new perspective. But to get you where you like what you like and you stick with one thing.
Well,
I knew that this could potentially blow your mind or make you really nervous.
Well, I have a very open mind about a lot of things, but if I have a tool that works or a system that works, I don't go looking to change it.
Right.
But this is doing well. Now I'm surprised there's not a little bit more traffic, but I guess there must be a sign saying, watch out, self-driving EV, novice driver, and so there's a force field around us.
Do you like that it gives you the option to do all the different driving modes from Sloth to Mad Max?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I don't think it needs either Sloth or Mad Max.
Okay.
Because there's enough bad drivers and totally annoying slow drivers. I don't think they should be encouraged to pick that.
Okay. But do you think our roads would be safer with more people using autonomous systems? I'd love to get your viewpoint on that because I actually don't know how I feel.
Well, I don't have an opinion about that. I'd have to think about that because I know through my work I've done a lot of work with companies that have commercial vehicles, and I know that the trucking industry is behind the autonomous movement because they don't want to pay their truck drivers, but there have been some disastrous testing, as I understand it, with some of the trucking companies.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Here we're getting into a little more of what I expected.
The traffic, yeah, it's always slow on this road.
And we're not even in sloth mode.
No. One thing I don't love that FSD does is it will like park itself in the left lane.
Okay.
But you can use the stalk and like it'll do a lane change.
Well, we're coming up to a place where it's going to need to differentiate between about 5 lanes that feed onto the ring road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're really entering a lot of traffic here.
In fact, this is near where we pulled up to a stop sign when you were about 10 and your brother, or you were about 13 and your brother was about 10, and I looked over and there was a car next to us with a bunch of young guys and your brother was throwing gang signs at them.
No, you asked him, you said, what are you doing? And my brother, who has grown up in a very affluent part of Raleigh his entire life.
Well, I mean, he
did.
Let's just say, I said, let's not pick a fight, right? I don't need any late issue questions about my parenting.
I think your parenting was good. Look at how good I turned out. I'm perfect.
I'm not sure how that would hold up in court.
Okay, we're almost to El Rodeo. It's done a pretty good job.
It has done a great job.
I'm impressed. This is our like go-to Mexican restaurant. And it's been here my whole life. One of the few Raleigh things that has like remained. Very good.
It's excellent.
Consistent.
That's because they hadn't changed the grease in the fryer for 45 years. Uh-oh, it's about to miss it.
Oh, how's it gonna do? Oh. It might be going the back way.
Well, I don't think there is a back way. What did I say?
Where the heck is it gonna go?
Well,
It says do not enter.
I know.
So we cannot let it enter there. So what's your plan here, Dad? Are you gonna let it enter?
Well, I'm going to no, I'm going to keep my hands off and see what it can do.
Okay, let's see what happens, but maybe we need to take over.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Okay.
And then you can just click this.
Okay.
There you go. Let's see. Will it take us into the parking lot or not? Oh,
Nope. We're going to a car
Drive,
wash.
Dad. There you go. And pull into the El Rodeo parking lot. So we had a problem. Wow, it is busy. Holy moly.
Well, that's because it's good.
I've never seen this parking lot full.
Well, I have.
Wow. Dang. Okay. So what did you think of that mess up? Those are kind of the dumb things that I said that it can do.
Well, that is precisely why I needed to keep my eyes on the road.
Yep.
Because we almost went into the do not enter of the car wash.
Uh-huh.
And then it wanted to go get a car wash again. Does it have a sensor to know if it's dirty?
No, not at this time, but it does have a sensor that will clean this front camera on top.
Okay.
You want to park it for a second?
Yeah, I'm going to stop it.
Okay. So we can park it. You don't have to keep your foot on the brake or on the gas.
It's off.
Okay, so now we're parked.
Okay. Let's go to another place.
Do we want to go through some like Raleigh streets?
Oh, let's go back to my office.
Let's go back to your office? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's go. You want to go there?
Yes.
All right. Is it going to take us back that way? Let's go. Do you mind if we go this way? Or which way do you think is
Let's go up Six Forks.
Up Six Forks this way?
Yes.
Okay. Start self-driving.
Okay, Tesla. Don't let me down.
Did once, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's why you pay attention.
You let it go on longer than I think most people would. I was impressed. You were committed to the experiment.
Well, you were telling me there was a back way, which I knew there wasn't, but I just wanted to see what it would do. So here we are.
Way far behind the stop sign.
Where the Hurricanes used to practice.
Yeah. Who are the Hurricanes? Because
the Carolina Hurricanes.
That's a hockey team. For those of you who are unfamiliar. Not everybody, Dad.
Everybody knows about Major League sports teams.
Is the Hurricanes? Are they an NHL team?
Yes, they are. They've won the Stanley Cup before, and they're going to win it again this year if they can get over their injuries. Okay, we're pulled up against somebody with loud mufflers. You think we ought to put it in Mad Max and see what he's got?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen the acceleration on one of these things?
Yes, I have.
You want to experience it?
No.
I knew what that answer was going to be. Oh, too funny. How do you feel about the electric movement overall? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's masked as a good thing, but really it's like, expensive and damages our environment? I know you oftentimes ask me about recycling batteries.
Well, are you talking about just the electric vehicles, or are you talking about electricity and future generation of electricity? And because that's complicated.
I think maybe just electric vehicles for this question.
Well, I mean, I played golf my whole life, so I figured sooner or later they get golf carts on the road. Mm-hmm. But I think that it is promising. I have concerns about the depletion of the natural resources. I have real concerns about the batteries, because they will never degrade and they're toxic, and that troubles me about the environment.
Because you love the environment so much.
Yeah, I do.
That's the reason that I really, really love our Earth. So a lot of viewers know that I really, really care about our environment and the animals, and you're the reason. Well,
you always enjoyed being outdoors and being around animals, and that's fragile. And as the population of the world increases, I mean, who would have ever thought we could pollute the ocean so much that they're in the state they're in?
Yeah.
And there's no question that oil and gas production has effects on the environment, coal production, but there's no way to deny that mining for lithium and other minerals is not going to have a devastating effect on the environment as well.
Okay. So you would like to see more advocacy and more plans for...
Well, I'd like to see more people get off their tails and go walk a little bit and and consider before they go somewhere, can they stay close by so that they limit what they're doing.
What they're doing as far as like damage to the environment, whether that's in an ICE vehicle or in an EV?
Well, yes.
Okay.
And
look at this.
Yeah, we've got a bus who's can't stay in the lane because the lane's not wide enough. Another reason I took this road, because I know that it is got a lot of traffic, and it's also...
What do you think of the nudge there? It nudged over.
It did very well.
So that's something my car doesn't do. I have the ability to do collaborative steering in my car, so I can nudge it while I'm on a highway, because that's the only place my system works.
Okay.
In my Rivian. I can nudge it a little to the left or a little to the right.
I wonder what it would have done if it was directly behind the bus. It was a city bus when it came to a stop. Mm-hmm. And unlike a school bus, you can pass a city bus. Would it have required me to take over so that it would
this is a great
move over?
I don't know, but we can test that at the track.
Okay.
I can probably grab a school bus and get a stop sign. I know it'll stop.
Well, I know you got to stop for a school bus, but for a city bus in town, you can pull out. If the bus comes to a stop, you can pull to the left and pass it.
I think it would. I've gotten behind like really slow semis in the right lane, and as soon as there's a space, it'll, swap lanes. This is a great test. Six Forks Road is a nightmare. and has only become more of a nightmare.
This section has had so much development
in the last 20 years.
In the last 10 or 15 years, and they've not widened the road, and they don't have enough room, even with whatever, to widen the road. The traffic burden is skyrocketed. Up here to our left, they are, I don't know if they've gotten it, but they wanted to get zoning for 2 40-story buildings.
No way.
Yes.
No way. Where? To
tear down the convenience center over there that has Panera and Starbucks and all those stores, and then build 240. Well, they've already moved for Lululemon, and the gas station on the opposite corner here, right beside us. They want to put a tall building there. So
we don't have. I mean, this. The road system is not set up for 40 stories.
That's what they wanted. I'm not sure. I think that may not have passed. So they're coming back with something that's stepped back. But still. 2 buildings in the 20 to 35 story, I think is what I've heard is next.
Oh my gosh.
And that would be fine if there was room to make the roads wider, but there isn't.
But there isn't, and we're so congested. So
this is a pinch point. I come the opposite direction home every day, and if I come between 4:30 and 5:30, I have to sit through 2 or 3 light cycles to make my turn, even if there's not a wreck.
Wow. But and you live like what, 12, 15 minutes? With no traffic? With
no traffic, I can get to my office in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it can take you 30?
It can take me 25 minutes to get home sometimes, depending upon the traffic.
My goodness.
But that's just because this is a major north-south corridor, and the city has grown. It's not grown with density. It's grown with just expansion. Mm-hmm. Okay. This thing's doing pretty well with the vehicles changing lanes, and
And it even works on roads where there aren't marked pavement. So like this works at the racetrack. It works on the gravel road to my farm. It works everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to have a pre-mapped road, whereas my system in its current state is limited to pre-mapped highways.
What are insurance companies doing about it with liability insurance? Because that's been a focus of my practice, insurance, for 45 years.
That's a really good question. I will look into that, and maybe I can have you on for another episode after I do some research.
Yeah, I think the viewers will ban me.
No, I think the viewers are going to love you. They often think that because...
there's Mr. Beast, and I would be Mr. Least.
They often think because I feature Dave on our ranch channel, they think he's my dad, even though I keep explaining that he's not my dad. So I'm excited to actually introduce you guys to my dad. I know we don't look anything alike. I could be your twin.
Well, that makes it hard to deny you. And I would not want to. Hey, can I cut the temperature down?
Yeah, you sure can. So tap on that, or you can go, yeah. It's pretty toasty in here.
Yeah.
Oh, your seat heater's on. You hate a heated seat.
I do.
And your wheel heater has been on, but you haven't touched the wheel but the one time at El Rodeo. So, final thoughts. I know we're still about 5 minutes away and in some heavy traffic, but originally you were nervous, but you're pretty game. You didn't act nervous.
Well,
you have ice in your veins.
Well, look, I brought you and your brother and your sister up. I've done okay.
I was a perfect teenager. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, I think the viewers have...
But you know, I am impressed. It is much more smooth and proficient than I would have thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, there was no prep for this. You told me to sit in the seat and put the seatbelt on, and then we started.
And you just enter in the address.
Yes.
Do you like that feature where you can just enter in the address, it'll pull out of the parking spot and take you where you want to go?
Well, you know, I am a 20th century man, so I don't like to use road maps or navigation.
Dad still deletes all of his text messages.
Well, absolutely. I can find things earlier. I mean, more easily.
And you delete your
emails. Hey, great!
Too.
It ran a yellow light. I like that. It didn't freak out. Okay, good.
Well, legally, isn't it? If your front axle is over.
No question. It did exactly what I would have done if I was doing my autonomous driving.
Okay.
But I'm impressed with it a lot, and it's encouraging.
Encouraging because it gives the ability to for more people to get around.
Well, encouraging because I think that if people choose this, it may drive better than those people would if they were pushing the pedals and doing the steering.
I love that you said that, because that's the viewpoint that I've taken as these systems have improved. Like, I mean, I've driven around in our Hardware 3, our old version of FSD, and I thought it was amazing. And then I got in this and I was like, there's no nervousness. There's, you know, it drives like a true driver, not like a robot that's trained to only follow.
A true good driver.
Yeah.
You know, I was a little surprised and kind of nervous that you didn't have a crash helmet and a fireproof suit for me.
But,
you know, I do like to watch Formula One Drive to Survive, and I figured you were going to suit me up.
I knew you were going to be great. I also knew for sure, without a doubt, you had never been in this system. So I wanted somebody's like first experience.
Well, it's certainly dry. I wish my friend Joe, who's got a Tesla, had one of these, because it'd be a whole lot less fearful to ride with him. He's from New York and he drives too fast.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could always put it in Mad Max mode, and it does, again, it still, like, drives well. It just drives fast, like how I like to drive. But almost, Mad Max is a little bit too fast for me, but I think I'm wary of the police. I just really don't want to get another ticket.
Well, oh, here we go, getting another yellow light. I like it.
Do you think it's hard to, like, mandate this type of thing? Do you think it should be, like, state by state or federal?
Well, there's no mandate. I mean, you can't compel people to have a certain type of vehicle. It's not, it may not be affordable. So no, but I mean, I think that to regulate them,
that was my question.
It would be appropriate for each state to determine whether they want to allow fully autonomous driving.
Mm-hmm. And then I think the big question in the community is, how do you regulate it? Like, okay, for us in the state of North Carolina, we have to go and take a driving test and a written test. And then we are allowed to drive a car. Well, Tesla has the only true available to consumers right now, point to point, hands off, eyes on autonomous system. But as new players come into the market, hopefully Rivian, hopefully,
hopefully BYD.
BYD, why?
Because I've made an investment in them. I mean, I think it's I'm happy that the Chinese government is subsidizing them and they're selling them all over the world. And if we get rid of the tariff, they might start selling them here.
Oh yeah, how's it gonna handle this? Look at that.
Plus, BYD's got a faster battery charging system. They're just, I think, all seriousness, all these companies are going to learn from each other, and this is very encouraging to me about the potential for safety.
Okay.
I will say
I didn't think you would say that.
I will say that if John Paul gets back and it sees this thing parked in his parking place, he's going to be very upset.
Well, we're going to be able to drop off here.
Okay. Well, hey, you were very brave to ride with me.
Oh, it's okay. Let's see what it does. Is it going to try to back into this spot?
No.
Oh, it's straightening up.
It's having a spasm.
Yeah, it has that weird behavior in parking lots, I find. It doesn't like this brick wall.
Well,
Dad?
Well, thank you.
High five. Thanks for coming on the channel last minute.
Well, it has been exciting.
It has been.
And it's a beautiful day.
Hopefully I can start a series where Dad tests all autonomous systems.
We'll call this the Dad Tesla.
Yeah, the Dad Tesla. Perfect. Well, guys, that was my dad experiencing FSD for the first time. He was a good sport. Let me know in the comments what you think, and maybe I'll have him on again to talk about insurance and liability as I research that a little bit more. As always, thanks for watching, and catch me again on the next one. Bye.
Bye.